Welcome to RiverseedMagazine.com. I'm Janet Cruz. 14 years ago today, the nation suffered one of the worst terror attacks in history. And as a resilient nation and community here in Lake Havasu City, today they take part to honor servicemen and women everywhere and remember the fallen.
On September 11th, 2001, at approximately 8:45 a.m. New York time, American Airlines Flight Number 11 was deliberately crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. On September 11th, 2001, at approximately 9:03 a.m. New York time, United Airlines Flight 175 was deliberately crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. On September 11th, 2001, at approximately 9:43 a.m. Eastern Time, American Flight Number 77 was deliberately crashed into our Pentagon building. On September 11th, 2001, at approximately 10 a.m. Eastern Time, United Airlines Flight Number 93 was deliberately crashed into a field about 80 miles south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let us never forget these tragic events.
Officer Larry, what does this ceremony mean to you, and how important is it that every year people, do this in the community?
Well, what it means to me is a remembrance of the tragedy of what has happened, and law enforcement and fire throughout the country pulling together, people that didn't even know each other, especially at the scene, pulling together and doing whatever they can to help. It's a tragedy that something like this has to happen, but it's also a good remembrance to remember everything that everybody pulls together to have the ultimate goal. Everybody lives a safe life and is in a safe situation at all times.
I was going to ask you, how important is it that every year people, take part in ceremonies like this and remember?
I believe it's really important for people to remember the sacrifices made that day. Everyone was just doing their job, and a lot of people died, from the fire department to the police department, the Port Authority, civilians. It was a day that will forever change our history. Probably one of the most important days in my living life that I'll ever experience.
And, it's something that, happened in New York, and every community, every city, every town, does these ceremonies. And, how do you feel participating?
I've participated in every 9/11 ceremony that I have been able to since about 2003 when I got out of the service. I was a military serviceman when it all happened, so it's very important to me to see everyone come out and to rededicate this year after year, community to community, state to state, throughout the United States. It's something that for a moment brought our nation together and continues to bring us together every 9/11.
And, every year we have a 9/11 ceremony here in Lake Havasu City. How important do you think it is for the community to get involved and take part in ceremonies like this one?
It's very important. We should never forget what happened. What is it, 12 years ago now, or 11? Not sure. But we should never forget. And we should, let our children know, because a lot of the kids don't even know what 9/11 is. So it's really important that we keep that in mind, and I look forward to this ceremony every year to be a part of it, and to me it's one of the most important times of the year.
And you're with the 9/11 Memorial Committee here. How did you decide to get involved?
I don't know. I guess I was looking for something to do at the time, and it sounded like a good cause. And I haven't regretted it, and I've been involved with it for probably 5, 6 years, something like that.
For RiverSceneMagazine.com, I'm Janet Cruz.